Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Good morning, Dallas, and welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm Sarah Crilley, filling in for my dad, Jeff. Let's get to our first guest. Our first guest today on the Jeff Crilley Show is Kenneth Craighead, and he is the gallery director for Craighead Green Galleries. And a little bit about Craighead Green Galleries. They represent the finest in contemporary art from nationally and internationally recognized artists from all mediums. Welcome, Kenneth.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yes, thank you so much. So I wanted to start off the show with the Jeff Crilley Show, talking a little bit about yourself first.
I'm from the area. Was originally from Arlington, went to UTA, degree in architecture and art, and followed that through about 15 years of architecture, and then decided to open up a gallery with my partner, Steve Green. We've had it for about 23 years now.
Fantastic. And Craighead Green Galleries, where are you located?
We're on Dragon Street, 1011 Dragon Street in the Design District. It's an amazing location. It really is. There's galleries, all sorts of things to do with the arts. Location's perfect, plenty of parking, things we fought
that is
before.
So important is the parking, let me tell you. Tell me a little bit about the story behind the gallery.
I've always been involved in art. Both my grandmother and great-grandmother were painters, and I'm always used to smelling oil paint, and that sounds weird, but it's kind of addictive.
No, I've smelled that.
Yeah, it's a very distinct.
Yeah.
And then Steve and I had some artists that moved from Florida to Dallas and could not find representation. The galleries, there were not as many, and we decided to open up a gallery in &92. Not thinking of that was not the best time in the economy of the world to do it, but we did it. Survived, and we at that time we opened up across from the Crescent on the corner of Cedar Springs and Maple.
And so you started out with just a couple artists, or that one artist?
We started off with about
Florida?
6 artists.
Okay.
Yeah, and now we represent about 52 artists on a full-time basis. Right.
Wow. So has it been a slow build, or all of a sudden you've seen some steady growth?
It's been steady. It's been good. Yeah, it's a lot of work on both sides. We always say with the artists it's 150%, and it's 150% on our side too.
So I have to ask. So your grandparents were artists. Do you dip your brush in some paint?
Not since high school.
No.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
You have a fine appreciation for art.
Right.
And contemporary art, too. For our listeners who just appreciate art but don't know much about it, can you tell us a little bit what the difference between contemporary art and the different kinds of galleries there are, and what sets yours apart?
Right. The artists that we represent, we call mid-career. And we also represent some of the emerging artists, younger artists that this could be. In fact, we have an opening this evening at the gallery from 5 until 8, and one of the artists has never shown before, so this will be their first experience. And then we go from that person up to artists that are in their 70s and have been painting their entire lifetime.
Fantastic. My guest right now, Kenneth Craighead from Craighead Green Galleries on the Jeff Crilley Show. So tell me a little bit more about 2016, what's coming up with galleries. You had told me before the show that every 6 weeks you're having openings.
We're on a pretty regular schedule of about every 6 weeks. We feature 3 artists, and they are given the front part of the gallery, and all new work. And again, they're local artists, and we have coming up. We have an artist from Stockholm that'll be showing his work. That's very well known and highly collectible, and has found his place in Dallas in about the last 15 years. So it's fun.
Fantastic. And so for more information on Craighead Green Gallery, go to craigheadgreen.com. And is that where you have all your events coming up? And
yes, it
news?
lists the upcoming openings. You can review the artists. You can drag the cursor across and images pop up. It's a lot of information.
Your
very
website's beautiful, craigheadgreen.com. I was
Thanks.
very impressed and excited to be a part of the Dallas Junior Chamber is going to be hosting an event at Craighead Green Gallery. What a beautiful venue. And we're so excited to have that there with the wine tasting. So once in a while you have those events that can have wine and little snacks to enjoy the wine enjoy the art and soak it all in.
Right.
And wine.
Absolutely. And we consider that more of a give back to the community. Anytime someone comes to us with that sort of event, we open the doors. We do our best to open the doors.
So tell me a little bit about the featured artists for this upcoming weekend.
The opening tonight, we're featuring Bryson Joan, who's the artist I mentioned, contemporary abstract artist, and again, this is his first public exhibition. And then Kenda North, a photographer that shoots all of her images underwater. She's head of the photography department at UT Arlington, has been for many years, very respected on a national level. And Abi, who is from Tyler, Texas, she originally is from India, a dermatologist, gave that up, got her master's in art, and we have sculpture that she's created on display. So those are the three we're featuring this evening.
And are these local artists to Dallas?
All three of these, which is odd, are all, Tyler and two in Dallas. So
okay,
they're local.
Texas-based.
Texas-based, right.
And then you just got back from a trip overseas. Was it Europe? And
we did. We went to, very fortunate, went to London and Paris first and London for New Year's Eve. It was a lot of fun.
Talk a little bit about the art over there and how it's different over here.
It seems to me, and I need to be careful what I say, but it seems to be not as approachable, possibly, as it is here. But Dallas also has grown tremendously over the past even 10 years, 12 years, to where the galleries are approachable. They're friendly. It's easy to walk in. It's easy to ask questions, and I didn't quite feel that, more so in London even than Paris.
Talk about your experience every time you walk through your own doors at your own gallery. That just must be an amazing feeling every single time. And talk a little bit about the feeling that you have about your own gallery.
That's what keeps me entertained, because things have to change in my life or get bored really quickly. So being able to change the artist every 6 weeks is fantastic. And it changes when the work goes down and the new work goes up. It completely changes the environment. It changes the way the gallery feels. Also, obviously, the way it looks, but there's just a feeling and a vibe that kind of goes with different work, and people pick up on it. They really do.
And is it paintings or is there sculptures?
We have sculptors we represent, again, from around the world, painters from abstract to figurative work, so it's a broad spectrum that's represented.
And are there any pieces that are available to buy, to have in homes, or is it just all there to sit and
appreciate? It is all to sell. It's all to be purchased. Yeah, all to be purchased.
Can you give me kind of a price range of what that looks like?
On average,
Christmas gifts. I don't know.
Yeah, we did a lot of Christmas gifts this year.
You
It was
did.
a lot of fun. Yeah, it was fun. On average, I would say we're in the $5,000 to $7,000 to $8,000, but we can go up to where you want to be, and even down. So it's, again, with emerging artists up to a very established artist, the price points vary.
That's fantastic. Yes. And can you look at some of these pieces on your website
yes,
about what's
absolutely.
Available to sell? And again, my guest right now, Craighead Green Gallery, and that's craigheadgreen.com. And we have just another minute and a half left. Tell me a little bit more about what's going on and anything that you want to add to our segment today.
For anybody that has not been down to the Design District, I really encourage you to do that because, for example, this evening, we're not the only gallery that's going to be open. There will probably be easily 10 to 12 other galleries that will be having their opening at the same time we do. So you can park and walk. Tonight you need to bring a coat.
It is a little chilly.
It's a little chilly, but like I said, you can walk from our gallery and see 5 or 6 other within easy walking distance, and it's just it's a great experience. Lots of activity, lots of energy.
Fantastic. And are you on social media, Facebook?
All of it, yes.
All Craighead
Scott
Green
Presley is
Gallery.
our guy that handles all that, right?
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. And
My
upcoming
pleasure.
with the Jeff Crilley Show, my next guest will be the Dallas Junior Chamber, the first young professional group to hit Dallas, and they were established in 1918. Don't go away here on the Jeff Crilley Show. Sarah, just sitting in for my dad while he's in Houston. Thanks so much, and don't go away.
More of the Jeff Crilley Show coming up.